Hello, or should I say, hello, Poppets? Because today is the anniversary of the great and wonderful Robin Williams, and every year on this day, I tend to think of his spectacular film, Mrs. Doubtfire. And I was thinking today, what are the best lines from that film? Maybe you've got some choices yourself, but I think I think one of the best lines is towards the end when Robin Williams has finally made it onto television, and he says, "Just because, your parents don't love one another, it doesn't mean they don't love you anymore. But if there's love, dear, these are the ties that bind." And do you remember that great scene? Do you remember that great scene where his false teeth fall out and he's but there's a brilliant line. There's a brilliant line there which recalls Dead Poet Society. He says, "Carpe diem." No, he doesn't. No. He says "Carpe dentum." That's it. That's it. Isn't that superb? And seize the teeth. And also, do you remember that line where he throws away the television monitor or the television control? He says, "The only thing you'll be watching is seeing enemies." How many of those lines were scripted? How many of those lines were just ad-libbed? God knows. What a wonderful treasure. And today is a day to remember him. If you've got any other lines which you think are spectacular that should be included, do leave a note and let's see if we can do them. I tend to Dead Poet Society is one of those films that I tend to switch on and talk along with. It's up there with The Sound of Music and Mary Poppins. It's impossible for me to see that film without doing all the lines, and some of the lines are just so good. Particularly, do you remember that? Do you remember that whole sequence where he's him sort of giving impressions of different potential nannies who are all grotesque and awful. Some of those really they bear repeating. I'm not going to repeat them here because some of them are a bit rude. But anyway, look, do have a look at that film and celebrate it with me for the great Robin Williams. Much loved. Bye bye.